Welcome to the beginning of another highly questionable week. What do you like today, Bo?
Ryan Lochte trying to fool us into thinking he's tough rather than stupid.
Vamos, papi.
He's assembled now the greatest Olympian ever.
I mean, we get stuck with some perspective list. My time is the best time in reaction to real-time sporting events these days, but it is a little hard to make the argument against him when you consider that Carl Lewis is one example, won 2 of these and needed Ben Johnson to be disqualified in order to win the
100. No one has won the 100 and 200 in back-to-back Olympics but Usain Bolt. Now we're talking about 3 straight 100-meter. Key event of this competition. This is also the event out of all the events you could imagine that more people in the world have participated in and found out they weren't good
in a row.
Oh, really?
That's it. That's
wow.
the way I see it.
Okay. 4 times in a row, Bolt. Let's go. You can't retire now. You got to impress Poppy. He's watching.
Is Coach K right that we'll only care if Team USA wins gold or not?
Ooh, boy, been a little tight for Team USA in their last 3 games. A little too close against Australia, a little too close against Serbia, a little too close against a Tony. Like 2004, you know, the whole Olympics that made us change everything to make sure this didn't happen again. It might be happening again.
Well, this is why I think Coach K is wrong, though, when he says we'll only care if Team USA wins gold or not. No, if they win gold, we'll expect it. If they don't win gold, we'll care enough to shred this outcome that will be okay for them is winning gold. For the rest of us, we'll care if they don't win.
In the gold medal, is Kevin Durant going to switch countries?
Where we have him? We have him in France? We have him talking in French? Where do we have him? Spain?
Do you think Cam Newton really believed that the extra criticism he received isn't racism?
I believe that Cam Newton doesn't see any value in saying that out loud at a position where it's safer to just not answer questions that are dangerous and inflammatory like this without getting everybody really upset. This is a GQ story, and keep in mind, the whole thing, once you read it, you realize Cam Newton wasn't much in the mood for this interview, didn't seem to trust the writer very much, certainly didn't seem to trust the writer with this particular topic.
Yeah, no, I don't believe that he thinks that the extra criticism he gets has nothing to do with racism. Hell, Derek Anderson said it in the story. But like Dan, I understand Cam can't necessarily say that. Derek Anderson can say it, not so big a thing. Cam says it, it goes all off the rails, and this isn't the best talking dude in the first place. You ask him to talk about something sophisticated and with nuance. Where he loses me, though, is he said, I think this country is past that. A no comment is one thing. That's a bald-headed lie. You can't say stuff like that no matter whether you want to talk to the reporter or not.
Is it cool or crazy that Ryan Lochte said he stood up to armed robbers in Rio?
Okay, so you heard all the stories about Rio and the crime. Apparently the crime is real because Ryan Lochte and a few of his swimming buddies decided to leave the Olympic Village. They got pulled over by dudes in police suits, except they weren't really the police, and they had guns, and it was a stick-up. But Ryan Lochte, he wasn't getting stuck up. He says he told them he wasn't getting down. He didn't do anything wrong. And then they put that thing up to his head, and all of a sudden he got real compliant on it. He says he threw his hands up. He said, whatever. Explain something to you about robbery, son. You got one job. Get robbed. Either all y'all fight back or all y'all lay down on the ground. Because if that story had really gone the way he said it was, there's a distinct possibility a pistol whipper would have been involved. You know how mad I'd be if I'm these other guys if I get pistol whipped because you can't shut up.
I think that entire story feels like a whopper. I love that he told it wearing the hair that Wesley Snipes was sporting in Demolition Man. I love that the IOC felt the need to come out and say that his version of events isn't quite accurate, as if we didn't know just based on the description that that version of events isn't quite accurate.
So that's some way of getting some attraction away from Michael Phelps, huh?
That is
That's
one way to
that's
do it.
it.
That's a good point by my father.
Nobody's talking
Look,
about
I
Michael
know
Phelps.
Phelps
I'm talking
keeps.
about this guy
I know
now.
Phelps keeps winning all these events, but when was the last time that somebody put a gun to his head and he just said whatever, like whatever?
What should we learn from Gabby Douglas' 2016 Olympic experience?
The internet is a cruel and nasty place, and if you're in sports, you should not read much of what people are saying about you. We will devour you. We are piranha. It's kind of poisonous, and a lot of people will come to your defense after the anonymous people start shredding you. But this whole thing made me kind of sad for her, seeing her bow underneath what was an enormous weight already with 4 years waiting between events and then having everybody come after her in a way that was cruel.
I mean, let's keep in mind, this is a 20-year-old woman, and nothing of this Olympic experience went the way that she expected it to. There's some that have raised questions as to whether she, not Allie Raceman, should have gotten that second spot in the all-around. She had a slip on the uneven bars, so she was last year's sweetheart, the world all-around champion. Nothing went the way she thought this time, and she passed up some money in order to stay however level of amateur you need to be in order to come here. You wind up feeling bad for her, and then you also realize there's a generation of people who are native to social media where even it hurts them, they can't stay away because that's where life is for people that age.
This is how you get people on your side, Gabby. You pretend you got robbed in Rio. That's how you do it, you know? Then they'll stop talking about you.
That's one way to do it.
Will picking up A-Rod help or hurt the Marlins' playoff chances?
The Marlins are a wild card contender. They just lost Giancarlo Stanton yesterday for the season. They've called up Robert Andino, and I ask you this question as the Marlins actually discuss this as a possibility. Who would you rather see bet 220 for the Marlins down the stretch, Robert Andino or A-Rod? I'll go a step further. Well, Monty, I know you'd get out to the ballpark if I took Barry Bonds and put a uniform on him 9 years afterward and made him come out of retirement for the last month of this season as the hitting coach. How great would that be?
Yeah, but we're talking about Alex Rodriguez right now. The difficulty is where on the field are you going to put him? The idea would be play him at first base. Are we absolutely sure that he could do that? Like, one thing about being a DH, it spared Alex Rodriguez from those Willie Mays clips of stumbling in the outfield. I think you want to go somewhere, if you're going to come back, where you don't have to wear a glove.
Again, though, Barry Bonds. Years after retirement. Again, the last season that he was in the big leagues, his OPS is higher than David Ortiz is, the highest in baseball right now. I'd go to that park. Miami would fill that park. Barry Bonds, first base. Let's go.
I go with A-Rod on third base and Barry Bonds on left field. You know, that's what I would do.
Yes.
I'm telling you that's a strong 1-2 combination, you know, on the left field side, you know?
We'd get you out there. We'd get you to the park.
And Tim Tebow in right field.
Oh, now
Okay,
you've
now
gone
I
too
can't
far.
do it.
Now you've gone too far, old man.
Coming up next on Highly Questionable.
Oh, I see where this is going.
Oh, ouch.
And my Rice Krispies are tiny.
Oh, that's a good prank, except if your brother puts that on his spoon by mistake and then all of a sudden the skin is peeling off his face and you're going to the hospital.
Time to play the game that is looking for something nice and easy with no strings attached. Do you question?
Give us topics and events, and we question them.
Do you question if you could do better?
All right, they tell us this is a Russian divers. Does this mean like the diving competition, or there's some Russian out here engaging in match fixing?
Really? Yeah.
I do think that Dan could do better, because if you're going to belly flop, make a loud noise.
I
You know what I
would
mean?
make a
Make it.
Knew it. This was going to happen to the Russians when they were not allowed to take PEDs. That's what happened to them. That's what you get.
Okay. When the government's not involved in the cheating, that's what happened.
Do you question if Manny needs to chill?
Who is Manny? Do you know Manny?
Machado, I guess.
Manny from Scarface.
I think it's Machado.
Manny Ramirez. Let's see. Manny Machado, what happened with him?
2-run game, 2 runners on.
High and deep to left.
Oh, did he think he got it and he didn't get it? Or no, he did get
He
it.
got it.
And what happened?
Give
That's
it down
pretty
to the
nice.
last out. Okay.
I mean, that's pretty exciting. He's pretty great. Why does he need to chill?
Oh, there,
well,
there
wait a
there
minute.
would be
I thought,
it.
that's not Manny. Oh, okay. I see what happened. I thought
yeah.
Manny hit it.
No. Manny was just a little too excited with the celebration there.
Not Manny's hardest hit of the year, though.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Manny got into a fight, right?
Oh.
Oh, that's right, with Ventura.
Yeah. Better work by Manny Machado.
Hey, credit to Ventura for taking him down, though, because they are in different weight classes.
Ventura did it so confidently, too.
Yeah, because which one of them do you think gets in more fights, right? The answer is clearly Ventura. Because Manny, I mean, he's in the weight class where you don't try to fight him. Ventura, he's in that weight class where he always tries to fight you.
Do you question if there was just a slick spot on the floor?
All right, we're going out to the Seattle Pro-Am. Zach LaVine, he had 49 in the game here. Yeah, 49.
T-Will's going to be good soon.
Oh, I see where this is going.
Oh, ouch.
I mean, it looks like a wet spot, to
Yes.
be fair. I tell you this, though, when the ball comes down the other end, you got to demand.
Oh, ow. Was that his head that made that sound?
Either way it goes, you got to put a bucket up on the other end, and then you got to go home.
Fun cushion.
Well, you got to get up and point to the floor and say, there's sweat all over the floor. You know, that's the way you do it. You got to say, no, it wasn't my fault. You know, I mean, there's somebody got some sweat on that floor there.
Immediately start with the excuse me.
That's right. That's how you do it.
Totally.
Okay.
Why wait? I mean, it's not like that excuse took long to come up with.
Do you question firecrackers for breakfast?
Man, what kind of question is this? Like, where is this taking us?
Ethan, my Rice Krispies are toxic.
Oh!
Man,
Wow! That's a good prank. Except if your brother puts that on his spoon by mistake and then all of a sudden the skin is peeling off his face and you're going to the hospital.
I'm guessing that has to be little brother that got pranked right there, because I just don't see how in the world that doesn't end with somebody getting pummeled. Right. Like, I mean, like there's a fight. There's nothing funny about that, man.
I did not know before that there were milk-proof fireworks. Did you?
Yeah, we're going to find out if your face is fist-proof if you're the dude that gets pranked on that one.
It's still not the most dangerous place where you can put a firecracker.
Oh, really? Really? This is what we're going to do?
Oh, yeah.
Here we go. Oh, you know what?
Oh.
This is a surprise to me, though.
Yeah.
Ow!
What was he doing?
Ow!
Yet somehow that's not the dumbest guy from that part of the world to put a foreign object in his shorts.
That's
in this
right.
case, dozens of them.
Not firecrackers, fire ants.
Oh,
Let's see
yeah.
it. Yes.
That scream.
Coming up next on my son's TV show.
If this is the last time he plays, I wanted it to be something I never forgot.
It's the floor, joy crack, buck the mold. If they move, noodle, shoot that. That in the middle of Little Italy. Little did we know that we riddled some middleman who didn't do diddly. Broadcast from the Clevelander Hotel on beautiful South Beach, Miami. Time to play the game that is hot and sticky. See or no?
Tell us what's on television tonight. We'll tell you if we're intrigued or not.
Don't touch me, man.
In Los Angeles, the Drew League.
No, thank you. But let's check in with a couple of NBA guys, kind of fringe NBA guys, Darrell Wright and JaVale McGee. What happened here in the Drew League between them two?
Oh,
JaVale. Why isn't he better, Bomani?
he actually was. Like, that's the...
Are you intrigued, Bomani?
I am not intrigued, but fair warning, the Warriors are hoping that guy can help protect the rim.
Bobby, are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued. Are you kidding me? JaVale McGee, he's one of my favorite players in the NBA. That guy is something else. I'm telling you the things that he does on that court, nobody else does it, boy. He's going with Golden State next year. Oh, I'm telling you, I'm going to be a fan of Golden State now. A big fan of Golden State.
Yeah, let's show some of those things JaVale McGee does that nobody else does, like running the wrong way on a basketball possession.
I thought my.
Oh, we got more of them.
Yeah, we got a ton of them.
I didn't know they just had it all queued up like that. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
One turbo button too many.
Oh, alley-oop to the world's largest man.
Oops.
Yeah.
Here it is. Now, these are the best.
Oh, hell of a
These
shot
are the
right
best. Here we go. Come back, man.
JaVale, where'd you go?
John Wall wanted to quit basketball right then and there. I'm so glad he kept on pushing.
Yeah.
Hey, Jim Gray.
Yeah.
This music is quietly the best part.
I mean, that appears to be a charge.
And there's Swaggy P, by the way, in the background, looking like the sane one.
On the S Network, Blue Jays and Yankees.
No, thank you. But is it true that Girardi got emotional about the A-Rod thing? I didn't see this. Let's see this. Did he get emotional?
You know, I think some people think that I wanted to make negative decisions, but that's not the case. I have a huge heart. And if this is the last time he plays, I wanted it to be something I never forgot.
I'm an empathetic, compassionate creature. I question the sincerity of those tears. Bomani, are you intrigued?
Yeah, that's the kind of crying you do when you put your mother-in-law out of your house at last.
Bob, are you intrigued?
See, I'm very intrigued. I tell you, Joe, you made a mistake. To make it real, you got to bring a handkerchief to the press conference. Then get the handkerchief out and then blow your nose, and then you got to clean your eye, and do it about 3 or 4 times, and that's the way you sell it to everybody that is listening to you.
To be fair, who among us has Joe Girardi fake crying as something that he'd be willing to do?
Oh, it's such a terrible analysis by all of us there, but funny.
No, you gotta go like that. I really don't think I got a big heart. I got a big heart.
Yeah.
You got a big heart.
No, Dad,
Oh, my God.
just act it out. Don't actually do it.
Somebody put on a hazmat suit and come take this piece of paper away.
Man.
On TLC UK, Undressed.
Well, I'm going to say no just so that you guys can see maybe the sparkling gleam from whatever it is, the liquids that came out of my father's face there. Can you see him on the note card? Let's see what we've got here.
Oh, God.
Okay, grand.
Do you want to go first, or?
Yeah.
Okay,
Or-
right, well...
Yeah, I mean...
You do me. Just do it. Just do it.
All right.
Right, I'm going to start doing you.
It was awkward. So it was just in silence, and he was undressing me. And then I was like, well, I've got to do something. So I started to take his shirt off as well.
No, don't keep your socks on. Steady on.
Sorry.
Sounds key.
The last time I undressed a woman was 6 years ago.
What was George O'Leary doing in the middle of that? Bomani, are you intrigued?
I feel like they're making that a lot harder than it has to be. Like, some of them got a real nice draw, and I just can't understand what the confusion was. Like, somebody passed me a pair of scissors.
A nice draw. Bobby, are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued. I forgot the last time I undressed a woman. Let's start. Who wants to undress me?
No.
Yeah, who wants to undress me? Go ahead.
No, thank you. No, nobody here, Bobby.
Well,
Nobody. No. What are you doing? There's nobody going to come out here and want to do that.
Then I'll do it myself
All
if
right,
nobody
great.
wants to undress me.
Excellent.
Yeah, let's go. I got to be part of that show.
All right. He doesn't need your...
Yeah.
Ay, Dios mío.
That's all the time we have for today. Thank you for watching.
Yeah, we'll be
myself,
back.
Everybody left me.
One day we'll be back. Stop it!
God.
You know you want it. Come and get it.